first things first, basic things. We will be starting out with, sir, angles. Now, please understand this, sir. So in angles, we know the basics. If two lines intersect each other, we get an angle. Two lines intersect each other, we get angles, right? We all know this. Sir, this is a line, this is another line. So they intersect each other, this is an angle. This is an angle. Now, if this angle is less than 90 degrees, sir, that is called what, sir? That is called an acute angle. If this is equal to 90 degree, that is called an right angle. And if this is greater than 90 degree till 180 degree, like we call it that is what, sir? That is called, sir, an obtuse angle. Okay? Now, there are two things from here that we might like need to know. Sir, one is called, sir, complementary angle. This is, we have some idea about this. And the other term, sir, that you might understand, you need to know, supplementary angle. Complementary and supplementary. Right? Sir, what is complementary and what is supplementary? Sir, both these terms are defined for one pair of angles. This is always defined for one pair of angles, sir. Remember this. Meaning there are, say for example, two angles. Say for examples, there are two angles. Sir, one is theta, another one, say, let's say phi. So please understand, sir, if theta plus phi, the sum is always equal to 90 degree, then this is called what, sir? They are complementary angles. Now this we have already done. This we have already done in our trigonometry chapter as well. This we know from trigonometry because there are so many things that we can like kind of assume from complementary angle section. From complementary angles, sine, cos, tan, they actually they actually change their, like, sine becomes cos, cos becomes sine, tan becomes cot, cot becomes like tan. So depending on this complementary angle. Now, sir, if theta plus phi becomes 180 degrees, always twice of 90, then this pair is now called supplementary angle. Supplementary angle, sir. अच्छा एक से, अरे यार हाँ, I was not thinking, ये spelling मैंने गलत लिखा. I have a weird thing about spelling, sir. देखो फिर से. Supplementary angle. Supplementary angle. Now, please understand, based on this particular property, CGL used to ask a lot of questions. Nowadays, that frequency has kind of gone down, but again, still they asked. 2022 maybe they have already asked questions based on this. From in 2022, CHSL, CGL both have asked questions based on only these two, mainly supplementary, because you please understand, complementary, this term is quite like well known because of trigonometry. You really, honestly speaking, you cannot go like do complete trigonometry without knowing complementary angles. But supplementary angles is kind of not very common term. Supplementary angles also, you can have some trigonometrical properties, ratio properties based on supplementary angles, but again, not very common, not very well known, right? Achha, can anyone give me an example of supplementary angle? Anyone here, sir? Complementary angle also, sir? Acha, okay. Chalo, no worries, no worries. Acha, can anyone, so complementary angle, they like let's take like couple of examples. Let us understand a couple of examples. The best complementary angle example is any right angle triangle, right? Because in right angle triangle, this is 90 degree And also remember, as I told you, you will consider nobody knows anything. We don't know anything. So that means in any triangle, all three angles, say if this is theta, this is phi, sum of all three triangles, so this is 90-degree, right angle triangle. So sum of all three triangles of, like all three angles of any triangle, that is always 180-degree. So that means what can I say? I can say theta plus phi, and the third angle is 90 degrees, sir. The sum must be 180 degrees. So from there, sir, can I write theta plus phi? It has to be 90 degrees. So that's a very good example of complementary angle. Meaning, please understand these concepts will be useful in many different places. That means whenever you get one right angle triangle, whenever you get one right angle triangle, always remember, apart from the right angle, if you leave the right angle, sir, the other two angles that you are having, theta and phi in this case, so they are always what, sir? They are always complementary. They are always, sir, complementary. They are always complementary to each other. So theta is the complementary angle of phi. Phi is the complementary angle of theta. Why? Because you see theta plus phi, we are getting 90 degrees. Theta plus phi, we are always getting 90 degrees. Now, similarly, can anyone here give me one example from geometry itself? One example of a some supplementary angle, real life example. Real life means this type of figure. A real life example of a supplementary angle, anyone? Acha, not, it is not I. You're sure? It is not I, you are 100% sure. Huh? हाँ, देखा? Yes, 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 yes. देखा? I ना, आज मेरे को आई ने पकड़ा है. Today, yes, here also I did the same, na? Today, again वो देखो. अच्छा, those who don't know me, Reena like knows me very well. So I have a very particular like problem with spelling mistakes. Okay, come, and I'm making like too many spelling mistakes today. But नहीं को. Yes, thank you, Reena, thank you so much. I made some error. I am making so much ulta seedha error. Yes. So now this is done, sir. Complementary. Now, any example of supplementary angle? So one example that I can get in the top, like at the top of my head, is the example of cyclic quadrilaterals. We'll learn. This is definitely, this will come in our like this series of classes. So if we take a cyclic quadrilateral, if we take a cyclic quadrilateral, like this one, sir. ठीक है? If we take a cyclic quadrilateral like this one, sir, always the opposite angles, if I say this is theta and this is phi, they are always supplementary. Cyclic quadrilateral means inside a circle there is a quadrilateral and all four vertices of the quadrilateral will be on the circumference of the circle. That is a cyclic quadrilateral. We'll learn it. We'll learn there are multiple properties. So one property is one such property is this one, sir. So this is a good example of supplementary angles. Real life example of supplementary. So these two angles are what? These two angles, we can say they are supplementary angles. They are supplementary angles. Perfect. Perfect, everyone. Perfect, sir. So this is something that happens. This is something that is pretty common. Very simple thing. Very simple thing, nothing extravagant. Now, sir. Now let's do a couple of questions. अच्छा, ये वो देखो, year नहीं लिखा. So these are all PYQs, huh? These are all PYQs. All are PYQs. Now these questions might be 2016, 17 onwards, like a little old, but the later on the questions are very like recent. Later on the questions are very recent. Sir, two supplementary angles differ by 44%, like 44 degree. One of the angles. One of the angles. Sir, first things first. I'll show you two ways. I will show you two ways. ठीक है sir? Let's see. Let us see, sir. आ गया? हाँ जी. Sir, first is the basic method. First will be your basic method, sir. First will be your basic method that we'll learn. Sir, I'm saying both the angles, one angle is theta, another angle is phi. You can take x, y, a, b, whatever. नाम से कुछ नहीं रखा. Now, supplementary means, sir, theta plus phi, they will be equal to 180 degree. You see, basics means we'll like see both. Shortcuts will be there. Shortcut will be on that side. And they differ by 44. If I say theta is the greater angle, so theta minus phi, it is 44 degrees. So you have two angles, two unknowns, two equations. Solve them, sir. So if I add them, it will automatically get cancelled, phi and phi. Phi cancels. So 2 theta is equal to 180 plus 44, sir. 224 degrees. So theta is equal to 112 degrees. So is that there in the option? No, sir. So that means they are asking one of the angles. So let's figure out the other angle. I can very easily figure that out by putting the value of theta in this equation. Sir, phi will be, sir, if both the angles, the sum is 180, one angle is 112. The other angle must be, sir, 180 degree minus 112, that is 68. That is my answer. That is my answer. Yes, Reena, perfect. But sir, let me show you guys one very simple way of not doing all this. ये सब नहीं करेंगे. Again, the technique that I am about to show you, like no formula, nothing. Conceptual thinking type shortcut, right? So that means this has application elsewhere as well. We are not going to apply this only here. We are going to apply this in other parts as well. Let's see. Let us see, sir. Let's see, na, sir. देखते हैं. आ जाओ. Sir, supplementary angles, they differ by 44. अच्छा sir, I'm saying they don't differ at all. They don't differ at all. ठीक है? So if they are not differing, so both the angles will be then what, sir? 90 degree and 90 degree. Yes or no? If they do not differ at all, so totally is 180 degree. So it will be 90 degree and 90 degree. Everyone agrees with me here? Everybody agrees with me here? Now, they are differing by 44. How can I make this 44? The difference of 44? Sir, I can do one thing. Think. Just use your like common sense, sir. Sir, if I say 44 go like divided by 2, 22 degree. I need to make the difference 24, na sir? So from one, you subtract 22 degrees. That means half of 44. From the other, you add 22 degrees. Can I say these two are my angles? Can I say these two are my angles, everyone? Can I say these two are my angles without doing anything? You see, 112 degrees, 68 degrees. देखो एक लाइन में आ गया सर. We got this in one line. So this is always how to, this is distribution, sir. This is called distribution concept. Meaning, I need to maintain the 44 difference. How to do that, sir? If both were equal, how equal, sir? Because total I know 180, supplementary. So each 90, 90. If there was no difference. So now I need to create this 44 difference. How? Sir, half you add to 1, half you subtract from 1. You see, very common logic. This is like, do not, like, rather, if I don't write this, that also works. It will say, sir, ye to normal, just use your common sense. No theory, nothing. Sir, now which one is the option? Sir, option 68 degrees there in the option. So that will be my answer. That will then be my answer. Everyone agrees with me. Everybody clear, sir? Everyone 100% clear this? Clear, sir? Absolutely normal. Absolutely will work. This will work everywhere, brother. This will work. This is a concept. You see, this is a concept. Right? This will not only work in this will work in, say, in arithmetic concepts. Say, if you say, कैसे बताए रुको, 200 rupees has been distributed among A and B in such a manner A gets the difference between the shares of A and B. Let's see. You see, concept है ना sir? 200 rupees has been shared between A and B in such a manner that the difference between the shares of A and B is 70 rupees. Okay. Now they have given you some question. Sir, now for that, now if you want to like get, sir, how much A got, how much B got. A got more than B, let's say. Sir, how to do that? Use this concept. Use this very concept, sir. A here, B here. If they don't have any difference, 200 rupees. So A will get 100 rupees, B will get 100 rupees. But sir, they need, like, I need to create a difference. They have a difference of 70 rupees. So 70, half of 70 is, sir, 35. A is greater, so you add 35 to it. You subtract 35 from it. So done. So A will get 135. B will get, sir, 65. Done, sir. You see 70 ka difference aaya? You see 70 ka difference? Yes, yes, Reena, exactly. Exactly my point. No worries. No worries. No worries. You check the recording now once. Just check the recording once. So please understand, these are these are fundamental concepts. It doesn't depend on whether we are doing geometry or whether we are doing anything else. Right? Next one, sir. Solve this and tell me the answer. Everybody, please solve this and please tell me the answer. Solve this and please tell me the answer, sir. Solve this and please tell me the answer. Solve this and tell me the answer. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Quickly need answers. Arghamita is saying 16. Arghamita is saying 16, sir. This is an angle, supplementary, sir. I told you, they ask most of the time from supplementary. Sir, it means addition will be 180. If you add these two, this must be 180, sir. Bilkul सीधा. 5y plus y, 6y. 62 plus 22, sir. 84. That is 180. So, sir, I need the value of y now. I always preferred, rather than like doing the subtraction then doing it, sir, do it here only. Do it here only, sir. Everyone agrees with me? So 6 14s are this, 6 15s like अरे क्या बोलो 6 30s are this. So y is equal to 30 minus 14, that is 16, sir. Direct हो गया, sir. 16 degree. Option number 1. Okay, Mita, no worries, no worries. We have started something new from today. We are starting like we have started with absolute basics of geometry. बहुत basics से हम start किए sir. Right? Next one sir. Again, all are PYQs. I like for some reason my like typist forgot to put the names of the exams. Tomorrow onwards, I'll make sure. An angle is 1/3 of its supplementary angle, sir. Sir, if angle is x, sir, what will be the supplementary angle, sir? Supplementary angle will be, sir, 180 degree minus x. They are saying this angle, it is 1/3 of this. This is it, this into 1/3, it is equal to this. So simple, sir. Sir, x is 180 degree by 4. So that is 45 degree. Now, either you can go like this. Another way of solving this question is go by options. Just go by options. Just simply go by options. That also works very, very, very well. That also works very, 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 very well in this like situations. Why? Sir, please understand, whenever we are going by options, we will use a little bit of common sense. Sir, this cannot be my answer. This can never be my answer because 1/3, so like its supplementary angle will be 180 minus 135. हो ही नहीं सकता. So the answer has to be less than 90. 90 also cannot be the answer. And 45, and also you can think of the ratio. 1/3 means the ratio is 1:3. The ratio is 1:3. 1/3 means. That is also another valid way to think. So total set 4 units. 4 units is 120, 1 unit is like 4 units is 180, 1 unit is 180 by 4. That is also something you can do. Whichever you prefer. You see, at the end of the day, this is everything is about whichever method you are comfortable in. But again, this is the most easy method and there is not much of calculation. It will hardly take you 20 seconds. Perfect, sir. Now this is your basic complementary and supplementary angle. Done. Done that much. Now, sir, now what we'll do? Now we need to do some parallel, like the lines wala stuff. Please understand, this is very, very, very important because this is part of now fundamental. First things first. First things first. If you have a line like this, looks parallel, looks ठीक ठाक ठीक चलेगा. If you draw up this, so understand, sir, these two lines are parallel to each other. And sir, this is called, sir, transversal. This is called what? Transversal. So this is the most fundamental way or part from where we start our journey of geometry, apart from the supplementary, complementary thing. Why? First you understand, sir. Sir, first things first. This angle is always equal to this angle. Meaning, if I just zoom it out, whenever you see something like this, some cross, always remember this angle and this angle are equal. They are called what? Vertically opposite angle. They are called vertically opposite angles. Right? Vertically opposite angle. Very, very, very simple. Yes, Arghamita. Yes, absolutely. So now that means, please understand, sir. It actually enables us to say, sir, this angle will also be equal to this angle. Because you just turn it, sir, you will say, sir, this is also vertically opposite angle. This has to be equal. So anytime this cross thing is coming on, they are equal. So I'm saying if this is x, this is also x angle. Now, sir, another angle that is equal. Let's see. Sir, this angle, sir, this angle is equal to this angle. They are called, sir, this is also x. They are called what, sir? They are called alternate angles. They are called, sir, alternate angles, sir. Alternate angle, like what is the best way to figure out? Sir, in your diagram, wherever you see a Z forming, Z means this line is like parallel to this line. Whenever you see this angle and this angle forming, sir, Z forming means these two angles are always equal. Now the Z might form like this as well. The Z might form in this pattern as well. No worries. Sir, this angle and this angle, they are always alternate angle. They are always, sir, alternate angles. So Z might form traditionally, conventionally, not so conventionally, but sir, they are equal. They are equal like along this. These are the very, very, very basic stuff. Now, that means that if this is X, this is also X. Now you see how very automatically there is one other conclusion that we can draw. Sir, this X, this is X, this is also X. So now I'm concluding, sir, this angle is equal to this angle. They are called similar angles, sir. They are actually similar angles. This angle and this angle. So similarly, if you see, if someone is looking from this direction, they will say, sir, achha, this angle then should be equal to this angle. You see, it's very, like, it's absolutely symmetric. It is absolutely symmetric, sir. Right? So this is your basics. This is your absolute basics, sir. So this angle should be equal to this angle. Now another thing, let's understand, sir. Let's say this angle was y. So this angle is also y, sir. By the same logic. Acha sir, what is this angle? Let's take another color. कौन सा color नहीं लिया? Green. Sir, can anyone tell me what is this total angle, sir? This total angle is how much, sir? Very basic stuff. Lensing, how high, like, hi, how are you, brother? Lensing. I was trying to remember your name. Remember, like, your name is Lensing, na? I'm correct. I'm correct. Yes. Romal Arghamita. Yes. Reena. Perfect. 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 So this total is 180 degrees, sir, because it's a straight line. Because it is a straight line, sir. So meaning, sir, I can say, na, this means, sir, this is x, this is y. Meaning x plus y is equal to 180 degree. Now you see, once I have written this line using this two, you will say, Arey, sir, you see, this is x, this is y. गड़बड़ हो गया. Meaning, sir, there is another property that we can now draw. I can say, sir, this angle, let's draw it like here. So this angle and this angle, the sum is always 180 degree. If these two lines are parallel to each other, these two angles sum is always 180. If this is to right, so left may be same hoga. We can draw the same conclusion towards left as well. These two angles are also 180, sir. We can draw the same conclusion, sir. Yes, co-interior angles. So this is the figure that you, if you understand, it will kind of give you a very, very, very good clarity about the fundamentals of your geometry. Because this, you see, let me say one thing. After COVID, CGL, CHSL, mostly the SSC exams, they are not really asking you any direct questions from this part because the exams have evolved. This is part of syllabus and everything, but they are not asking you direct questions. But what they are doing, they are mixing these concepts with some other set, with triangles, with something, say circles, with like something, some other chapter, they are mixing these concepts. And this is the absolute fundamental of geometry. If you do not have the 200% clarity on these things, then it is difficult for anyone for like to have a very good basic, very good grip on geometry. And please understand, I've seen students who score 45, 60, like 46 out of 50 in mocks vagera. So if you ask them, Sir, if you have scored 46, मतलब you either have left two questions or कुछ कुछ उल्टा सीधा हुआ है. Where have you missed it? They will, the first chapter they will name is geometry. Is geometry. So please understand, if you are someone who is trying, who is targeting me, said I have to get 50 out of 50. So this is the chapter where you like there's a strong chance you will get something wrong. Okay. So please make sure कि you are making you are like making your fundamentals very strong on this. Making your fundamentals very strong on this. ठीक है sir? चलो, let's solve a couple of questions. This is one question. Acha. This many people ask you guys to remember as a theory. I will also say the same, but again, let's understand why we do what we do. Okay. So if there is, acha, this na, actually this is a picture from a book. So this is not really very good looking because let me do one thing. Let me make the picture. ठीक है? ठीक ठाक है. Looks good? ठीक है. Looks ठीक ठाक. So this is given as A degrees. This is given as B degrees. This is given as 45 degrees. So the answer to your question will be 45. That's for sure. Reena, Arghamita, yes, you guys are correct. No worries. No harm there. But let's discuss with this, about this diagram. Let us discuss a little bit about this diagram. Okay? Let's understand this. Like why this is 45. Let's understand a little bit, sir. For that, let's do one thing. Okay, sir. So what I've done? So these two lines were parallel. This was parallel to this. So I have drawn another parallels going through this point. This point where the 45-degree angle has been made. Perfect. Now you see, if you can see, please understand everything here. Sir, can you guys see any Z here? Can you guys see any Z here? Can you guys see any Z here? You see now? Can you guys see the Z here? Everybody. Can you guys see the Z? You'll say, हाँ sir. बिल्कुल we can see the Z. अच्छा, एक second. So this is the Z. So you'll say, अच्छा sir. That means whatever is this angle. So if this is A degrees, this angle will be, sir, A degrees. The same because Z. Again sir. कहा गया? You will say, अच्छा sir. Can you guys see another Z over here? It might be opposite, ulta Z, but again Z to hai. It is Z. Z nonetheless. So that means, please understand. What can I say? I can say if this angle is B, sir, then this angle must also be B degrees. So the conclusion that I can draw, if you have this type of a diagram, like this is, you see, two diagrams. The logically, like the most popular way to remember is, if this is the opening, towards the left of the opening, towards right of the opening, the sum is same. Towards the left of the opening, whatever is the sum, towards the right of the opening, sum is the same, sir. So towards the left of the opening, meaning, sir, sawtooth type of structure, sir. So towards the left from this, like this points. So left of the opening, sir, A plus B degree over here. So this, if I say this is C degree, so that will be equal to C degree. So in this situation, you see, this C degree is given as 45. This is given as 45. So that means A plus B value will be 45. So that is the reason I told you guys that 45 degrees is the answer. That is exactly the reason I told you 45 degree is the answer over here. Clear everyone? Clear everybody? But again, please understand. If this is clear, sir, we can go one level higher too as well. We can definitely go one level higher as well. अरे वो देखो, मैं पूरा पागल हो गया, दोनों बार एक सेम काम. चलो ठीक है. सर व्हाट आई एम सेइंग, नहीं लगा, ज्यादा काम करवा के ही छोड़ेगा सर. Sir, can we draw? Sir, the only thing that is given is this two lines are parallel. And sir, every angle I can name it. Sir, A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is E. Sir, what can be? Reena, like you see, we don't know. We don't know that. Actually, Reena, you see, in this last case, I cannot conclude that. We can conclude if I can only conclude that if this was equal to this, if it was given the structure is symmetric, but it is not, nothing like about that, the structure is whether it is symmetric or not, no information around that is given, so I cannot conclude. That's the thing. It might be, I'm not saying it cannot be, but again, some information, some additional information I need in order to like kind of conclude that. Take it. As long as I don't know that information, again, I'm like, I cannot do anything. Sir, what can be done here? What can we do here, sir? What can we do here, sir? Sir, if you want to learn, you see, theory तो बहुत सारा है, sir. Sir, if you want to learn, you do it like this. अरे यार, ठीक ठाक है सर. ठीक ठाक है sir. You see, if you want to learn properly, you'll say, sir, by the logic that we have just learned, sir, if this angle is A, this angle is A. And if this angle is say whatever, let's not take, this is A na. So this angle will be sir B minus A. Can I say this? You see na? This angle will be sir, because total is B, so this has to be B minus A. So if this is B minus A, then this must also be B minus A, because Z, Z, Z. So again, if this is B minus A, so you can get the C. So then from there you will get the direction E, D, then E. And at the end you will see, sir, at the end you will see, sir, whatever is towards the left, towards this opening, sir, A, C and E, A plus C plus E, the sum will always be equal to whatever towards the right of this. So that means B here and D here. So B plus D. You guys can check this. So what I'm saying, you see, we got one question like this. So we have just extended our learning, extended our knowledge towards this. So again, this is a conclusion that we can most definitely draw. Again, if there is like say another two more angles, that's also okay. We'll just add it to. So remember one thing: towards left, towards right. Sawtooth wala thing. This is a sawtooth. You know the sawtooth. So sawtooth thing. So again, whatever is towards left, you like take them like together. Whatever towards right, you take them together. Sum should always be equal. Why? Because of the z thing. Because of the z thing. चलो 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 ठीक है ठीक है डन सर डन सर to continue with this chalo there were some certain things that was left certain questions were left from our class right so again please understand so we have done some basic questions this one done so we will start with like start from this question so again we will continue like from wherever we had left then definitely we will build on this. We will definitely, most definitely be building on this, right? So first question of the day. So we'll do this, then only we'll move on to the further concepts. So first question, all are PYQs. This is also a SSC CGL PYQ. L is parallel to M. That means that these two lines are parallel, they have given us. Now they are asking A and B ka value. The value of A, meaning sir, this particular angle, sir, and this particular angle, sir. A and B. A and B. Achha, how can I do this? How can we do this, sir? How can we do this, sir? Anyone? Anyone? These two lines are parallel. Achha, first things first. First things first, sir. Can anyone see, sir? This is C. So these two angles are same, na, sir? Because yesterday we understood one simple concept. Okay, sir, if these two lines are parallel and this is the transversal, this angle is always equal to this angle. We have done the proofs and everything. We have already done the proofs and everything, right? So you see, these two lines are parallel. This is the transversal. So you will say, sir, if this is 110 degrees, this must also be 110 degrees. And again, you see, please, if this is 110, this total angle, this total is 180. So A has to be how much, sir? 180 degree minus 110 degree, that is 70 degrees, sir. So first things first, the answer has to be this. You will say, kaise? Because you see, there is only one option that matches A is equal to 70. So that is the reason I have not even considered figuring out B. I have not even considered figuring out B. I have not even considered figuring out B, sir. Everybody clear, sir. Everyone clear. This is very, very, very simple stuff. Now again, as we're learning, let's figure out the B as well. At least let's try to figure out. Let us try to figure out. From the options, we can assume, like we can see this is isosceles and everything. But again, let's not use any of this. So this is like using external angle concept, you can say it like this in one line. But again, we have not done that much. But again, just for the question's sake, please understand, if there is a triangle like this one, and you extend one of the sides, this is the external angle. This is always equal to the sum of opposite to internal angles. So this angle will always be equal to this angle plus this angle, sum of opposite angles. So 70 plus 40, this has to be 110 degrees. And you see, that always matches. This is already matching. Clear, sir? Very simple. Very, very, very simple, sir. Very, very, very simple. Perfect, everyone. Perfect, everyone. No worries. No worries, sir. Very simple question. Very, very simple, sir. Chalo. Acha. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Chalo, sir. Just give me a second. Done, done, done. Now, next question. Next one, sir. Please solve this. Please solve this. Please solve this one, sir. Chalo sir, chalo. This will be what? AB and CD. So this line is parallel to this line. Now, E is point like they have given you. So this the whole diagram itself gives you everything. They're asking what is the value of X? What will be the value of X? Right? So let's see now, sir. Sir, if this thing is 110 degrees, sir. This is parallel. So this total thing has to be 110 degrees. Yes or no, everyone? Yes or no, everyone? Arghamita, very good afternoon, very good evening. It's evening, 5 p.m. Right? Very, very good evening. Very, very, very good evening. Now, let's do one more. Now, if this is 95, sir, if this thing is 95, sir, then, sir, this angle must be 95 degrees. Correct, sir? Because why? They are called alternate angle. We understood this concept yesterday. Sir, these two angles are always equal. These two angles are always equal, sir. Z I told you guys. Now, if that is the situation, sir, if that is the situation, please understand, sir, what will be the value of X? Sorry. Then what will be the value of X? You will say, sir, the total is 180. This total angle must be 180. So if I take 110 plus 95, that is greater than 180. Why? Because in this sum, I have taken X. 95 also includes X. 110 also includes X. So meaning the value of X is, sir, this minus 180 degree. So it will be how much, sir? 205. And this is 35 degrees. 25 degree. Kya kar raha hu main? 25 degrees. That is your answer. Option number 1, sir. Option number 1. Yes, Arghamita, Dina, again, you guys are absolutely correct. 25 is the correct answer. Again, very, very, very simple. Nothing very extravagant, nothing very difficult question. Because we are doing a very simple part of this. Very simple part of geometry, that is lines and angles. Clear, sir? Clear, everyone? Everybody clear? So let's do this one, sir. Let us do this one. Sir, again, they are asking X. The only thing given, sir, this is parallel to this. These two lines are parallel to each other. Let's see. Let us see. How can we deal with this question? Sir, if these two lines are parallel, who will be equal to who? Which angle will be equal to which angle? Please solve. Please solve, sir. Please take your time. Think. Think. Then I'll give you the solution. Very simple. Very simple, sir. You need to do a little construction. That is the only hint that I can give you. Acha, I am getting 84. Acha, I have got two answers, 84. So there is like if you do a small little, very small little calculation, you will say, sir, ये तो बहुत easy बन जाएगा. I'm just adding this. I am just completing this triangle. You can do it in many different ways actually. I'm just doing it like this. Sir, if this is 122, this is also 122. Everyone agrees with me here, sir? Because the logic is the same. Two parallel lines, one transversal. These two angles are always equal. These two angles are always equal, sir. So that means, again, this side or this angle must be equal to what, sir? This angle must be equal to the sum of the parallel, sum of the opposite internal angles. So x degree plus 38 degree should be equal to 112 degree, sorry, 122 degree. So from there, x will be 122 minus 38, sir, which is equal to 84, which is equal to 84 degrees. Option number 1, sir. This is one way. Romal, yes, perfect. Now, another way, sir. Another way I'm showing you. Sir, you can also do this. You can also say, rather than joining this, I can say join this. Absolutely you can. Absolutely you can join this. Just extend this side. So using same logic, you will say, sir, if this angle is 38, then this angle must also be 38. And you take the smaller triangle here, the external angle should be equal to x plus 38. The solution will be the same. The solution will be the same. Just way of thinking or way of approaching the question might differ. Your approach might differ a little bit, but that's all there is. That is all there is. Perfect. Perfect, sir. Chal, moving on. Now, this was our lines and angles questions. This was our lines and angles questions. Now we will go into a little bit of triangles. A little bit of triangles. Not too much, not too less. A little bit. A little bit of triangles. Today's class will be a little short, okay? Because I am not feeling well. I am not feeling well. Actually since yesterday, but today it's garbar. Like since morning, it's very, very. Chalo, sir. Now, there are certain rules that you need to understand in Euclidean geometry. Arghamita is actually not that actually Arghamita. Like I'm kind of exhausted, okay, due to some personal family issues. So it's kind of like my mother is not well. I'm giving you the issue. So mother is admitted actually in you know you are from Kolkata, so my mother is in RN Tagore admitted, and it's a serious issue. So I'm kind of doing back and forth, back and forth. Chalo sir. Now. अच्छा क्या मैं बोल रहा था वो मैं भूल गया अच्छा सर्कल sorry we are talking about triangles so triangles my sir so the whatever geometry we are doing now this is called actually Euclidean geometry because Euclid was the founder he is actually the father of Euclid like geometry we call it so this is because Euclidean geometry mean in Euclidean geometry you have certain rules that are always followed. That was something like that was given by Playfair. Take it. So just understand a few things. We all know this. We all actually know this. We all actually know this. So first things first. First things first. In any polygon, Reena, that's okay. That's okay. That उसमें कोई problem नहीं. That is absolutely. In any polygon, polygon means any figure, any geometrical figure having more than two sides. So the smallest possible polygon is a triangle. Remember one thing, in any polygon, the sum of internal angles, the sum of internal angles of any polygon, it will always be, sir, 2 into n minus 2 into 90 degrees. Now, what is n, sir? N is the number of sides. Number of sides of the polygon. So, if Now tell me. So triangle is the smallest possible polygon. Triangle is the smallest possible polygon. So tell me, in this triangle, in this triangle, so what is the value of n? You will say, sir, n is 3 because there are 3 sides in a triangle. And what is the total angle or sum of the angles? Sum of the angles. So you just put n equal to 3 in this particular formula. So 2 into n minus 3 minus 2 into 90. And you do this, this is 1, 2 into 90 is 180 degree. So this is the first thing that Playfair had told us. This is the first rule, or you can say the verification of Playfair. This is the first thing. Perfect, sir, everyone. Now, so this is something that is a must. Please understand these things that we are understanding, the very, very basic stuff. There is no exceptions. There is absolutely zero exceptions. It is the base. This is something that must happen. This is the basic thing. If something is violating that, then that must be wrong. This cannot be wrong. We have kind of established. That is kind of established. Now, what I'm saying, if you extend the second one, if you extend one side of any triangle, or rather in this case, let us extend this side because that will look better. This was B, this I have extended till D. If I extend any side of a triangle, so please understand, internal angles were what? Sir, internal angles are this one. A is an internal angle, B is an internal angle, C is an internal angle. These are the internal angles. Whereas this thing is called, sir, external angle. This thing is called external angle, sir. Right? So second rule of Playfair is saying, okay, sir, if you say this is angle A, this is C, this is B, and this you call it anything. This angle I'm calling, say, X. So this external angle X will always be equal to the sum of opposite two internal angles. This is always equal to the sum of opposite two internal angles. Now, how? So this is the external angle. So that means that is external angle of this internal angle B. So opposite two internal angles are these and this. So sum of these two, sir. For example, if you extend this side, sir. So this will be, say, let's say this is Y. That will always be equal to what, sir? Opposite two meaning, sir, here it is B and C. So it will be, sir, B plus C. Everybody guys are getting my point. So these two like theories are very, very important for you to understand. Now, why that happens? You might have a question, sir. आपने बता तो दिया, but sir, why? चलो, let's understand that. Let us understand that, sir. From this particular thing, one thing we just understood, कि sir, A plus B plus C, that is always 180 degree, right? Sum of all three sides of a triangle is always 180 degrees, sir. Sir, if I talk about this from this thing, so this angle is a total what, sir? It is a 180 degree angle, sir. So B plus X, it is equal to 180 degree. So this is 180 and this is also 180. Right hand side is equal, sir. So if I write, sir, if I write this, then that means B plus X should be equal to, this is 180, should be equal to the other 180, that is A plus B plus C. Sir, B cancels and you see what do you get? The next line is this one, sir. X is equal to A plus C. X is equal to A plus C. So this is one of the basic rules. Now let's solve a couple of questions using this. So this is asked in CGL, most probably 2020 का question is this. This is most probably a question from CGL 2020. Most probably this is a question from CGL 2020. Chalo sir, everyone, please solve. In the given figure below, they are asking 2a degree angle of 2a plus b, twice of a plus b. Everyone. And these two sides are equal. You see, this is a notification, like kind of the notation. So these two sides are equal means, sir, always another. You see, this is the reason actually before we solve questions, now we need to know so many theories. अच्छा एक काम करो, मैं बता ही देता हूँ एक बार. Just give me 1 second before we come here. Sir, another rule, please understand. There is something called sine rule actually. It comes from sine rule, Lami's theorem. ठीक है? So please understand, if there is this ABC triangle, what do? We will go back to the question. Brothers, Reena, Arghamita, Romal, we will go back to the question. Just understand this. Very important thing. A little advanced stuff. A little advanced stuff. So this angle is always called using the name. This angle will be B. This angle will be C. Okay? Now opposite to angle A, this side we generally name it small a, the length of this side. Opposite to B, sir, we call it small b, the length. And opposite to C, sir, we call it small c. Okay? Why I'm saying this? Because there is a theorem, sir, A divided by sine A, it is equal to B divided by sine B. It is equal to C divided by sine C. Now, again, I told you we'll start from basics, but I'll take you to the expert level. ये थोड़ा advanced thing. This is actually also equal to 1 by 2r. ठीक है? But again, what is this r and everything? This is for the time being. You don't need. अच्छा एक काम करो. Let's not write this. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that when, as and when the time comes. We will. I will. That's a promise. Now please understand. So this is called sine rule, sir. This is called sine rule. Now what conclusions can we draw? Let's say, for example, I'm taking only these two, sine and like A and B. So from here, can I write A by B is equal to sine A by sine B? Try to understand this, sir. Right? Now, for example, if A and B, both the sides are equal, let's say this side is equal to this side. So A and B are equal, that means this ratio will be, sir, 1. This ratio will turn out to be, sir, 1. That means, sir, sine A by sine B is 1. So that means we are getting sine A is equal to sine B, and both are, as they are like acute angles, A is equal to B, sir. A is equal to B, sir. Yes, sir, R is circumradius. Yes, perfect, Argamita. 1 by 2 R ka R is circumradius. Perfect. Perfect. Now, what conclusion did I get? So the conclusion now, if I summarize what we have just done, ki sir, if sides are equal, if the sides are equal, na sir, A and B, then their opposite angles, A opposite angle was capital A, B opposite angle was capital B. So then the opposite angles are also equal, sir. What angles? Not any angle, but the opposite angles. That is how we understand. That is how we understand things. Clear, sir? Clear, sir? Everyone? Clear? Perfect. Now let's. Sir, this side is equal to this side, meaning this angle must be equal to this angle. Now, if I do that, so total is 180 degree. Now start thinking a little positively. Total angle is 180. Out of 180, sir, 45 gone. They're asking, oh, like we'll see, sir. 45 gone. And again, sir, angle A and angle B. Angle A and angle B, sir, they are equal. We have now. This angle is equal to this angle. So meaning, sir, this is what they are asking actually. Can I say what they are asking? They are asking either figure out 3 of angle A or you figure out 3 of angle B, because angle A or angle B all are same. All are actually same, sir. So whether you are figuring out A or whether you are figuring out B, doesn't matter because both are same. And this, they are like very, very simple to figure out. How? Sir, this as total 3 angles of any triangle is 180. So out of that you get rid of 45. So 135 remaining, sir. Right? So these two are equal, means each of them will be half and half. So this angle will be 135 by 2. This angle will be 135 by 2. Done, sir. Now this is one angle, but I need thrice of this. So this answer will be, sir, the answer will be, sir, 135 by 2 times 3, sir. Chalo calculate kar lo, sir. This is 3 by 2 means 1.5. So 135 into 1 is 135 and 135 into 0.5 means by 2. Sir, 135 is, sir, 67.5 by 2. Sir, 135 and 67 options they close at 202.5. Don't even need to calculate always. You do not need to calculate because you have an idea. Use the options to your advantage. Use the options to always your advantage. Clear, sir? Everybody. Very, 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 very simple. Not a difficult question by any sense of the imagination. Now, the exterior angles. The exterior angles produced, obtained on producing the base of a triangle. Acha, producing a base of a triangle means extending. Okay. Chalo, let's start with a diagram only. Okay. अच्छा एक काम करो सर, इसको ऐसा बना देते हैं सर. Now, what they are saying, if you extend the bases like this and extend the base like this, the exterior angle that is produced is 121 degree and 104 degree. This is given, sir. This is A, B, C. I'm naming it D, and say this is E. They're asking which one is the largest angle of the triangle. What will be the largest? Arghamita, Reena, all are saying 76. Let's see. Let's see, sir. Let us see. Sir, first things first. E angle. What will be this angle, sir? So total is 180. You subtract 180 minus 120 will be 60. So this will be 59 degree. What will be this angle, sir? Sir, 180 minus 100 will be 80. So it will be 76 degree. Now what will be this angle, sir? Again, you don't need, sir. Why? Because 180, this is total. Total 180. Out of that 76 gone here, answer 59 gone. Because total sum of all three angles of any triangle must be 180. Done. Sir, 180 minus 76. It is 104 remaining. Minus 59. Sir, how to think now? It is 105 minus 60. 104 minus 59. Na? Think 105 minus 60. 105 minus 60. Huh? एक second. Have I done any mistake? अच्छा, no, नहीं, mistake तो नहीं किया. अच्छा, 105. I'm saying अरे options मिल नहीं रहा. Then I thought अरे नहीं, largest angle पूछा. अच्छा sir, 105 minus 60. If you do what you will get, sir? You will get, sir, 45 degrees. Now this is one angle. This is one of your angles. This is the other angle. This is the other angle. So largest is which one, sir? Largest is 76. That's your answer. Where should we produce? No, like Reena, that's the beauty. That is the beauty. You will see. Good question, Reena, actually. You see, when you guys ask questions, now then only I can show you this. Now. You tell me. Reena, this angle is equal to this angle. We call it vertically opposite angle. You see, yesterday we did. Always this two will be same. So it doesn't matter whether you are extending it like that or extending it like this. Clear? Clear, clear, clear. Clear, Reena? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Perfect. It's okay. You see, as you asked this question, na, so I could have shown you this thing and it got clearer. It only got clearer. AB equal to AC. This thing is equal to this thing. Hey, तो बहुत simple है. Then BAC is equal to, sir, this one. Sir, this is 50 degree. Total 180. Now, if these two angles, sides are equal, angles must also be equal. This has to be 50 degree as well. 50 and 50 angles are equal. So this is 80 degree because the sum has to be 180. The sum has to be 180 degree. So the answer is 80. This is 180 degree. Like this is only 80 degree. That's done. That is done and dusted. Done and dusted. Clear, sir? चेक काम करते. Let's do this one. वो वाला question next day करेंगे. And let's make this last question. I'm having some problem. नहीं बन रहा. In a triangle 8JK, HJK, G is a point on 8J. अच्छा, G is a point on 8J such that HG will be GK will be JK. अच्छा सर, तब तो थोड़ा सही लेना था. HG GK J. अच्छा चलो ठीक है. So I'm just taking it somewhere over here. Somewhere over here, sir. ठीक है. So this is your G. This is your G. So what they have given 8G, this part is equal to GK, this part is equal to JK, this part. Right? Chalo, chalo, chalo. Now, what is the degree measure of 2/3 of this? 8GK plus GKJ. HGK plus GKJ. This one, sir. Achha, always remember, in these situations, I have a little tip that I can give you. So rather than going like 8GJ and like that, take some like proper value. Like for example, you see, these two sides are equal, so these two angles must be equal. So I'm saying that this is x, so this is x. So rather, let's take theta. If this is theta, this is theta. Perfect, everyone. Perfect, everyone. Now, another thing that is equal. So these two are equal. But again, please do not make the mistake. What I've seen, sir, this is equal to this, so this angle is also theta. No, no, no. Please understand, these you can only use this A by sine A, B by sine B, meaning angle equal, side equal. This property inside one triangle only. You cannot mix and match. Meaning this equal to this, that means this angle will be equal to this angle. No, that does not work on like that. Because that A by the sine rule works in a triangle, that is called properties of one particular triangle. Okay, sir? So now These two are equal. That means I can say opposite this is equal to this. But they are not theta. So whatever you take phi, if this is phi, this is also phi. If this is phi, sir, then this is also phi. Everyone agrees with me, sir? Everybody agrees with me here, sir? Now I need what? I need this angle and this angle. You see, it's not very difficult now. Why, sir? I have a relation between phi and theta. Sir, this is external angle, sir. Please think. Of this triangle, this is an external angle. That is phi. That is equal to sum of the opposite to internal angles. That is theta and theta. That is 2 theta, sir. That is something we understood. That is something that we have understood. And this angle is 180 degree minus 2 theta, sir. This angle. Why? Because the like three sides or three angles of any triangle must be 180. So these two are 2 theta. So whatever remaining is this angle. Similarly, sir, can anyone tell me anything about this? Can anyone tell me any information regarding this? It's a comment. Anyone? Any information regarding, sir, this angle, sir? Any information that you can draw regarding this angle? We'll solve this, then I'll tell you the question is from which exam. Any information regarding this one, sir? Yes, Reena, you can say. That you can definitely say. So this will be, sir, 180 degree minus 2 phi's. Right? Because that's a smaller triangle, GJK. Two angles are known, this I can say. This I can definitely see. Now, sir, I need what? Please come. Pata nahi, who is calling? Achha. Now, sir, whom do I need? Whom do I need? Whom do I need to get this? Now, I know all the angles of this triangle, but how to make an equation out of this? How to make an equation out of this, sir? Anyone? How can we make an equation out of this? Yes, Argamita, that your answer also works. Your answer also works. But how can I make? Take your time. Again, absolute basics we are going from. We are going from absolute basics. No need to hurry. Take your time. But try to think, everyone. Try to think here. Please try to think. Tell me. Yes, 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 yes. Arghamita is correct, sir. There is one thing, Hj is equal to Hk, meaning this whole triangle, this is equal to this. Meaning, sir, this angle is equal to this angle. That is one information that we have. So please use this. So what information do we have, sir? 180 degree. This angle we are figuring out. Minus 2 phi plus, sir, theta. That is equal to this side is phi, sir. Right? And again, don't worry about theta and phi because we know every phi is equal to 2 theta. Every phi is equal to 2 theta. So no worries there. Chalo, sir. Sir, let's take it to this side, sir. So this will become, sir, 3 phi. So 3, and sir, this will become, sir, minus theta. That is 180, sir. Now, let's convert everything to theta, sir. 3 phi means, sir, 6 theta minus theta. That is equal to 180 degrees, sir. So 5 theta is this. So theta will be, sir, 36 degrees. Now, once I know theta is 36, sir, phi will be how much, sir? Double. Phi is, sir, 72 degrees. Once I know phi, sir, then I can figure out any angle that they are asking. So one angle was this one, 180 minus 2 theta. What will be this angle, sir? 180 minus 2 theta will be 180 minus 72 2. So 108 degrees, sir, plus GKJ, meaning sir this angle. GKJ, huh? So 180 minus 2, 5. 180 minus 144. So 150, 180, sir, this is 36 degrees. They are asking 2/3 of this. So this is how much, sir? 144, na? 144 into 2, 3, like 2 by 3, sir. This you do, so 3 fours of this, 348s of this actually. So 48 twos are 96 degrees the answer. 96 degree, option number 1 is your correct answer. That is most definitely your correct answer. Now, why this was big or this was a little tricky? Let me give you the exact question, because this is a CGL mains question. जितना मेरे को याद है. This is a question, exact question I'm telling you. ठीक है? कहाँ गया? Which shift? Shift 1. Sir. Yes. And honestly speaking, this was one of the rare very good questions in this year's CGL mains. This year's means it is supposed to be 2024, but the exam was conducted in 2025, as we all know. As we all know, the exam was conducted in 2025. Let us understand. So these questions were done. This was also done. This was also done. This was also done. Right? This is also done. I guess we will start from this question. We will be starting on from this question onwards. Right? Now, one simple one thing I want to say before I actually start. Yesterday I couldn't take the class due to some emergency in the family. So that is the reason this week there will be only one class. So I'll match that, or I can make that up in some time next week. Okay. Sometimes next week I'll take an extra class so that we are at that 0-0 level. Perfect. Makes sense, I guess. Sure. Let's start this. Let us start this. And I hope we have not done this question. I hope we have not done this question in the last class. So just let me check this once, because I don't want to solve the same question twice, right? Achha, we had done till question number 7. Achha, not question number 7 means this. Achha, these questions were done. This question was not done, na? So just let me check this once. Okay, yeah, chalo, works. But again, we had started with some triangle topics, na? We had started with some triangle topics. We have not done any triangle topics. Can you guys confirm this once? Can anyone confirm this once? We have not done any triangle topics. Let me just check this once now. Just give me 1 second so that, because it's a series now, so that's the reason. Acha, no, we have not done any triangle topics. So in that case, though, we need to start from a little bit ahead only. Yes, no, that means we have not done these questions as well. 7 is this question is done, right? This question I hope it is done. Chalo, perfect, Sashi. Yeah, thank you so much. Chalo. So again, so lines and angle wala part is done. Let's move on to not exactly congruency. We will do first some basic principles of triangle. Basics. We'll learn about triangles. But why then I'm having this instinct I had discussed some few basic principles of triangles. पता नहीं क्यों. अच्छा चलो, let's see. So understand one thing, in triangles there are certain rules that we like, there are certain things which is absolutely constant for a triangle in Euclidean geometry, right? What are those? If I say this A, B and C, remember angle, I'm quite sure we have done this. I'm quite sure that we have done this. You guys are 100% sure we have not done this? Then yes, maybe in some other batch. Chalo, theek hai. So the first basic principle of triangle, sir, any polygon you take, any polygon it might be, the sum of the internal angles, of any polygons is 2 into n minus 2 times 90 degrees. This is the very basic thing that you need to start from. This is the very basic thing that you guys need to start from. Okay, this happens, this is for any triangle or any polygon you take, this is something that will happen. Now triangle is the smallest polygon, where n, here the n is what, sir? N is number of sides, right? So triangle, in case of triangle, n value is 3, sir. N value in case of triangle yes, Reena, that's the thing, that is the thing. Maybe in some other paid batch, I'm having this feeling we have done this very soon, very recently. Chalo, theek hai. Not here. I'm quite sure. I've checked all the slides, all the PPTs. Now n is 3. That means sum here, you put n equal to 3. So 2 into 3 minus 2 into 90 degrees. That gives you 180 degrees. That means what conclusion can we draw? So all three angles, the sum of all these three angles of this triangle will always be 180 degrees. Now this does not depend on whether the triangle is scalene, the triangle is equilateral, the triangle is isosceles, or what type of triangle it might be. It is always 180 degree. It is always 180 degree. Remember this. Very important. And one more thing that you need to know. So if we extend any of the sides of a triangle, any of the sides of any triangle, so let's say this is B. So this is called, said, the external angle. This is your external angle. An external angle of every triangle, any triangle, will be always the sum of the opposite two angles, opposite to internal angles. See, if I say this is theta and this is phi, so this external angle will always be, say, theta plus phi. Do not take this. Do not take this up. Okay? Just give me 1 second. I'm not having. There's a strong chance that we have done this. There is a very strong chance. So there has been a break now. That is the reason I have completely forgot what actually we had done in the last class, and in between there were so many classes, completely slipped my mind. Just give me 1 second. Let me just check whether there is some issue here or there. Just let me check. Just give me 1 second. I'm checking using my second screen because I don't want to do the same thing twice now. No, we have done this. We have actually done this. I told you guys ना, yes, मेरे को लग रहा था कि we have done it. We have done this. That HK, HJK, that part we have done. मैंने बताया ना. It would have been a blunder if the same thing we have done twice. Yes, 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 yes. My typist actually made this error. That is the reason we are stuck. Array sir, this is done. This is done. This is done. Achha. So these two things we have done, and we have solved a few questions. The last question that we have solved is this one. This question have been solved. This is the last question. I've just checked. I have just checked this. अभी check किया हमने. So this was the last question. So extremely sorry. I completely messed it up. मेरे को like I completely forgot actually. This is the thing. ठीक है चलो सर. No worries. No worries. अच्छा, next one sir. So let us start with this. This question was done. These basic things we had done last week only. So let us start with this. Let us start with this. Completely unintentional. I completely forgot. Sir, ABC is a triangle. ABC is a triangle. BD is perpendicular to AC at D. Sir, let's draw this. Let us draw this. Sir, ABC is triangle. So this is A, this is B, this is C. I'm taking. BD is a perpendicular. BD is a perpendicular. So B and this will be D, say for example. This is D, sir. So this is D, sir. This is perpendicular. This is 90 degrees. E is a point on BC such that BEA is x degree. BEA, that means is x degree. Something like this. Let's take this as E. So BEA means this angle is x. It is given, sir. EAC is 62 degrees. EAC meaning that this angle is 62 degrees. EBD is 60. EBD, so that means this angle is at 60 degrees. Okay. Then the value of x they are asking. They are asking us to find the value of x. They are asking us to find the value of x. Anyone. How can this question be solved? How can we solve this question? You don't need, it's a very, very, very simple question. You do not need anything out of this world, anything extraordinary. You do not need anything that is extraordinary. Very simple question. I can give you one like hint. Take two triangles and take the angles. No like shortcut, nothing is required. The question itself is a shortcut. Think, sir. Take this triangle BCD. Triangle, you take BCD, it's all about setting the eye. Geometry is all about setting the eye, whether you can see this clearly or not. Sir, it is 60 degree, it is 90 degree. So this angle must be 30 degree. Can I say this? Can I say this angle must then be like 30 degree from this triangle? Using this triangle, can we say this? Right? Now you take, sir, x degree. This is, sir, external angle. Here the triangle will be which one? The triangle will be, sir, ACE. External angle is this x. That should always be in triangle ACE. So external angle should always be equal to the sum of two internal angles. So this is 62 here and 30 here. So it will always be 62 degrees plus 30 degrees, that is 92 degrees. That is 92 degrees. That's your answer, option number 4. Yes. Now again, let me say this. These are all PYQs. All of these questions, each and every question, either they are from CGL, CHSL, some questions are from NTPC as well. Perfect, everyone. Perfect. Very, very, very simple questions. Again, please understand the question is simple, so keep it simple. So it's very imperative that you keep this as simple. Do not overcomplicate things. And this conceptual questions, these are very popular types in SSCs. Okay. Now, before we go into this now, let me give you one theory. Let me give you guys one theorem. So remember one thing. Say for example, there is a triangle like this one. So let's say this is A, B, and C. And if you draw the angle bisector of this particular triangles, angle A. Say for example, this is angle bisector. This is say D. So AD is what, sir? AD is, sir, angle bisector. Angle bisector is of what? Angle bisector of triangle like angle A. So this angle is equal to this angle. This has to be the angle bisector is the line that bisects any particular angle, A, B, C, whatever, whichever. If that is the situation, so there is a theorem called angle bisector theorem. There is a theorem called angle bisector theorem, sir. And what does it say? What does it say, sir? What does it say? So angle bisector theorem says actually, you see the angle bisector theorem says, if the angle bisector is AD, then this side by this side, AB divided by, sir, BD, which is left of the angle bisector. Anything that is towards the left of the angle bisector, that ratio should always be equal to whatever is towards the right of the angle bisector. It is this one. That means this is AC by CD. Perfect, everyone. Again, I've just written the statement, the skeleton here. But understand, if possible, if you are taking anyone here is taking notes, please write down these words, a couple of lines in your own language. Not the the bookish theorem. I'm saying whatever is towards the left of the angle bisector, that ratio will be equal to whatever that is there to the right of the angle bisector. Now, in some books, or you might have already done this, he said this by this. Sometimes it is written like this. You see, actually comes from here. Actually, it comes from here. AB by AC. So if I just interchange their positions, it becomes BD by CD. Many people likes to remember it like this as well. So both are equally okay. No problem if you want to remember it like this or you remember it like this. It works. It works. Perfect. Now, why I have gone into this was one of our first theorems. Why I have gone into this? Because this is very, very, very important. Many times SSC has asked questions based on this particular property. Based on this particular property, you are likely to get a few number of questions. Every year they ask, every alternate or second alternate shift they ask. So this is very important. Okay. Now, what question? Let's do this one. This is angle bisector theorem question. That is the reason I've told you that. In triangle ABC, sides are this. I guess this is the current year question. To 2024 mein aaya tha, most probably. If not, then 2021 to 2024. Mostly the questions are very recent. The questions that I have taken. Sir, A, B, and C. 6, 7, 8. Okay. The angle bisector of the largest angle. Now let me say one thing. Everyone. Sir, what will be? Which angle will be the largest? Which angle will be the largest? So for that, in the first class, I had given you guys one particular way. Sir, there is something called sine rule. You remember? There is something called sine rule. From there, we can conclude a few things. What is that? So sine rule is saying A divided by sine A, it is equal to B divided by sine B, it is equal to C divided by sine C. There were certain things. Yes. So it means sides, if I write this down in our Jugaadu Indian language, it means sides are proportional to angles. Meaning bigger, I should say opposite angles. Meaning bigger the side is, bigger is the opposite angle. Or bigger the opposite angle is, or bigger the angle is, opposite side will be the biggest. This is something that you need to know. And if the two sides are equal, then angles are also equal. If the angles are equal, then sides are also equal. So this is every conclusion we can draw if you know this, if you know the properly you know the sine rule. So if you go like that, please understand, sir. So if I say that this is 8 centimeters, because one is 6 centimeter, one is 7 centimeter, one is 8 centimeter. So what will be the opposite largest angle? Largest angle will always be opposite to the largest side. So largest side is this. So opposite angle, this will be the largest angle, sir. Angle A in this case. Angle A in this case. Now they are saying the angle bisector of this largest angle. Angle bisector of this largest angle, sir. So if I say this is, let's say D, divides the opposite side into two segments. What is the length of the shorter segment? Chalo sir, let's see. Let's see, sir. Now if I say this particular part is x, because I don't know the length, I'm taking this x. So this other part will be, sir, 8 minus x. This other part will be, sir, 8 minus x. You can take y as well, second variable, no worries. Both actually works. But again, using the angle bisector theorem that we have just understood, sir, anything towards the left side of angle bisector, ratio 6 divided by x, should always be equal to anything towards the right of the bisector, that is 7 divided by 8 minus x. So from there you can calculate, sir, 6 8s are 48 minus 6x. It is equal to 7x. Sir, x value will be 48 divided by 13. 48 divided by 13, sir. Right? Please understand, it is 8. So this is the shorter segment. You see, this is the shorter segment. Because other side will be 8 minus this. And you see, this is, so if both were equal, it would have been 4 and 4. If both were equal, it would have been 4 and 4. Right? If this is the midpoint, then it is 4 centimeter left, 4 centimeter right. Happens for in case of an equilateral triangle, in case of an isosceles triangle. But this is a scalene triangle. Both are not equal. So you see, this is less than 4. So if, why? Because 13 4s are 52, not a 48. So it is 52. That means this side, this x is less than 4. So that automatically makes the other side greater than 4, because the sum must be 8. You can either think like this, another way of thinking about this. Why actually I have taken this as x, not this as x, this as 8 minus x? Why I have taken this? There are certain you see, these are called street smartness. The more you solve, the more better your understanding is, the more practice you have done, you will also be very, very, very kind of agile on this. These things you have to think on the move. So what is that? What is that? Please understand, sir. If this is D, sir, this thing by this thing is equal to this thing by this thing. Now, if this is smaller, sir, so definitely, and ratio is same. So if the ratio I want to make it same, so this must be shorter. Please understand why? Because this ratio is same. I need 6 divided by whatever something. It is equal to, say for example, 12 divided by something. If both are equal, that means can I conclude कि whatever I am dividing here by x, whatever I am dividing by 6 divided by whatever, 12 divided by, it will be always double, because then only I will get the ratio to be same, because 12 is greater than 6, and in fact 12 is twice of 6. So denominator must also be twice, because if I want to make the keep the ratio same, if my denominator increases, my numerator must also increase, or vice versa. If my numerator increases, my denominator must also increase. So 6 by something should be equal to 7 by something. So 6 by something will be lower than the 7 by whatever. So that is the reason I had taken this x. So my answer for this question will be option number 3, 48 divided by 13. 48 divided by 13 is most definitely the correct answer, sir. It is most definitely your correct answer. Yes, Reena, like exactly that is, you see, I'm just giving you approaches. You see, I'm never like very good, or I do not want you guys to mug up things without actually knowing, understanding anything, right? So that is the reason I always say, I say a few things sometimes because not everything I can write now. So if possible, like whatever you feel ki, sir, this might be important, like write it down in your own language. Like the best notes are those which can only be read by you, which can only be understood by you. Many people can read it, but only you can understand this. Those are the best notes. Those are the best kind of notes. ठीक है? चलो, next one, sir. Next one, sir. Again, similar question. Both are, I guess, 2018 CGL questions, most probably. Like in like two different shifts, they had asked two different questions. Like, but exactly the questions were identical. Identical means A, B, C, and they had given something else, or they had changed A, B, C values. How to find AD? How to find AD? Acha, brother, for AD, na, we will go there. There is something called, if you want to find AD, there is something called Apollonius theorem, brother. But again, not for this particular thing. Apollonius theorem is like in this situation, you can use Apollonius if the triangle, like AD is a median, okay? And if you only want to like I'll only find the angle bisector. For that, you need to do many things. Actually, for what? Angle bisector will that will be in center. Where if you draw another angle bisector, it will be in center. So in center, say if you drop, say for example, this is the in center. If you drop something a perpendicular, you will figure out so this is 90 degree. So these lengths will be equally, all these three lengths, okay? Because that is called in radius. So in radius, there are multiple ways to figure out. Now you need more data if you want to figure out the length of AD. For that, you will definitely need more data. Just by looking at this, you cannot do this. Like with this set of information, you cannot figure out the value of AD directly. Directly figuring out, yes, Apollonius is median, but brother, you see, actually these type of questions have been asked already. If they ask you this AD length, na, that means it is Apollonius question. If it is Apollonius question, then remember, they will, in these situations, give you either isosceles or equilateral triangle. Mostly they give isosceles. Equilateral becomes very easy actually. Equilateral becomes very easy. So this some information, some extra information will be given to you. With this set of data, you cannot find the value of, or like the length of AD directly. There is no set of formulas. You have to, now you need to solve a few lines, few things, few concepts, then only you can get to that. Clear? Clear everyone? Clear? Sashi, clear brother? Tell me yes or no. Tell me please yes or no. Babri. Clear, Sashi? Yes. So Apollonius is for median, but again, brother, you see, for many triangles, median, say for example, equilateral triangle, you take median, you take angle bisector, you take height, everything is the same line. Everything is that same line. So that way you can also think. That way you can also definitely, most definitely think. Perfect. Perfect, sir. Perfect. Chalo, jaldi se let's start. Let's continue, sir. Now, again, I'm telling you this question, same exam, like two different shifts, they had asked two different questions. Okay. If you want, I can give you the exam name as well. So for that, I have to check my phone because I'd send these questions to my typist. The exam is exactly is, just let me, yes, I was correct, CGL 2018 pre. CGL 2018 pre, two different shifts, they had asked two different cases. Achha. ABC. AD bisects angle A, which meets BC at D. Chalo sir, very good. That means we are again talking about an angle bisector. We are again talking about an angle bisector. This is D, sir. This angle is equal to this angle. Now they have given you certain data. BC is A, sir. BC means the total thing is, sir, A. Perfect. AC is, sir, B. AC means this is B, sir. AB is, sir, C. This is given. Now they are asking DC. Whatever they are asking, take this as X. Take that one as X, because Baki will do. Sir, can anyone then tell me what will be the value of BD? What will be the length of BD? You will say total is A, so it has to be A minus X. It has to be, sir, A minus X. Now again we are having, we know this is angle bisector, the AD. If it is angle bisector, in that case what we can do? We can use angle bisector theorem. So AB, whatever is towards the left, again AB divided by left means, sir, BD. It is equal to, sir, whatever is towards the right. So B is like this is AC divided by, sir, CD. Put down whatever value that we know. Sir, AC is, sir, C, or AB is, sir, C by BD. BD is, sir, A minus X. AC is, sir, B, and this is, sir, the CD thing that we are taken as X. And from this equation, in terms of A, B and C, I need to figure out X. Chalo, sir. Let's do it here. Let us do it here, sir. If I cross multiply, so CX is equal to BA minus BX. So BX is this side. So X, if you take common, it will become B plus C, that is equal to AB. So that means X will be, sir, AB divided by B plus C. That is your correct answer. That is your correct answer. AB divided by B plus C, option number 1. Option number 1, this is most definitely your correct answer. This is most definitely your correct answer. Everyone, clear, sir? This is your angle bisector theorem in a nutshell. Angle bisector theorem in a nutshell. Very, very, very important topic. I'm saying this once again, like to you guys. This is very, 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 very important. Perfect. Now, let's solve this particular last question of this. Then we'll move on to the next topics. Chalo, everyone. I'm giving you guys a minute to solve. Please solve this. I'm giving you guys 1 minute. 1 complete minute. Please solve. Please solve this. Please solve this. Reena is saying 12. Reena is saying 12. Let's see, Reena. Let us see, sir. Let's see. So again, this is a triangle ABC, bisector of angle A. Chalo, let's see. So this is A, B and C. Bisector of angle A is D, sir. Bisector of angle A is D. AC is 21 centimeter. AC is 21 centimeter. Right? Now, BC is 11. BC means the total is 11. So let's see, Sashi. Let's see. This is, now the length of BD is 3 centimeter less than DC. So meaning, if CD is X, this is X minus 3, sir. Acha, we'll go there. So they are asking AB, this length. Now please understand, any smart person, they will not take this as X. Why? Because I know this total is 11. This total is 11. Na? So I've shown you how to break this down. If both are equal, that means this will be, sir, 5.5, this will be 5.5. But they are not equal. There is a difference of 3. This side is 3 less. So you do what na? Half of 3, that is 1.5, you subtract. Half of 3, 1.5 you add. So this is actually, sir, 5.5 plus 1.57 centimeter, and this is minus, means 4 centimeter. You see, automatically you will get, sir, you will get this. You see the gap of 3 is like you guys are getting the gap of 3. You see, automatically you will see, sir, this is 4 and 7. And this now anybody can figure out. I am taking this as x. Angle bisector theorem, x by 4 is equal to 21 by 7. Again, I am doing it directly now. We have done so many, already enough number of questions. So x will become equal to 12 centimeters. X value will become 12 centimeters. That is how you should proceed. That is how you should proceed. So again, Reena, Sashi, all of you guys were absolutely correct. Okay, sir, option number 2, 12 is most definitely the correct answer. Option number 2, 12 is most definitely the correct answer. Again, just a quick request, if you guys are liking the session, please do hit that like. So it actually gives the session a little bit more reach. It gives the session a little bit more reach. That's all. That's all. Clear, everyone? Clear, sir, everyone? Achha. Achha, where I was? Yes, this one. Chalo, let's move on. Let's move on, sir. Now, as we are talking about that in-center thing, in-center means we are talking about the angle bisectors. Remember one simple logic. Remember one simple logic here, everyone. Very important. Kaha gaya? So, in any triangle, say A, B and C, wherever the angle bisectors meet each other, wherever the angle bisectors meet each other, the point that is called in-center, sir. Meaning, if you draw this angle bisector, say for example this AD, right? So that means this angle is equal to this angle. These two angles are equal, sir. Correct? And if there is another angle bisector like this one, this one, sir, right? Please understand, that means this angle is also equal to this angle. Now, there is a theorem that if you draw up the third angle bisector, it will also go through this point of intersection. And this point where all three angle bisectors of a triangle intersect, that is called an in-center. That is called an in-center. Now, why I am saying what I am saying? Please understand this. There is a theorem. Sir, this angle where these two angle bisectors are meeting, this angle has a relation with this particular angle, the opposite one, or like the same side one, whatever you want to call it. Try to look at this from this end. And what is that relation? If this angle is theta, sir, then this will be, say, 90 degree plus theta divided by 2. This is the relation. This is the relation. When this happens, when we are talking about angle bisectors, when we are talking about angle bisectors, when we are talking about in-center, this angle must be on the in-center. Now, another part, here, let's learn this together. Let's learn these two things together because it will be very helpful. Sir, if you see something like this, and these I've just extended two lines. Why? Because I need external angles. I will be needing some external angles. So let's say this is now A, B and C. This is D, this is E. Now these were what? So this particular side, this particular line and this particular line, these are all internal angle bisectors. These are all internal angle bisectors, right? These are all internal angle bisectors. Now, if you get some external angle bisector, external angle bisector means first we need external angles. So, this is an external angle. This is an external angle. So, if I draw a line which is bisecting them, say for example, a line like this one, another line, sir, for example, like this one, sir. Okay. These are all what? These two lines, this one and this one, these are all external angle bisectors. So, in this situation, you will see if this angle is theta, sir, then this angle, the angle made by the bisectors, will always be, say, 90 degree minus theta by 2. This is 90 degree minus theta divided by 2. Now, there is a strong chance I have seen students get what? Get confused between, sir, where to put minus and where to put plus. First things first, like see one very simple thing. This angle looks it only, sir, it's big. It's bigger than 90 degree. Or you can also remember, sir, if it is inside, it is like I always say it is, you think it is more valuable, right? So that is why it is bigger. Now bigger means it will be, sir, 90 degree plus theta by 2. And if it is outside, what things do we keep outside our house which is not really very valuable, right? So this is smaller. So that means external angle bisectors, it will be, say, 90 minus theta by 2. So if that angle is being made inside the triangle, it is 90 plus. If it is being made outside the triangle, then it is 90 minus. So this is something that you guys must understand. 90 plus theta, 90 minus theta. Clear, everyone? Chalo, let's solve a couple of questions. At least one question let's solve. We'll then again start from like this point tomorrow. ABC, sides AB and AC are extended to P and Q. Extension happening. Chalo, sir, think. So that means more often than not, the chance is we are talking about external angle bisectors, right? Just by studying this or reading this, you should develop some idea. You should develop some idea ki what is about to happen or what is going on. Okay, sir. So ABC, A, B and C. AB is extended to P, AC is extended to Q. Now, bisectors of PBC, you see PBC means this angle and QCB is this angle. They intersect each other at point R, sir. They intersect each other at point R, sir. Right? R is given as 66 degrees. R is given as 66 degrees. Measure of this angle they are asking. They are asking what is this angle. Correct? They'll say no worries. No worries, if this angle is theta, then angle R, so it is outside the triangle. So it is 90 degree minus theta divided by 2. And this R is given as 66 degrees. So theta by 2, 90 minus 66. So that will be the 24, right? 24 degrees. So theta will be 48 degrees. And that is exactly what they had asked for. That is option number 3. That is exactly what they had asked for. He find the value of angle A. Find the value of angle A, sir. Exactly that was what was asked. Clear, everyone? Clear, everybody? Clear, everyone? So this was our third class on this. This was our third class on like this thing. So I hope you guys have understood this. Now again, we will solve a few more questions, but again, let the concept that we have learned, let these concepts consolidate a little bit. So tomorrow, tomorrow is Saturday, maybe next week. Then I don't know the exact routine. So we will, in the next class, we will pick up from wherever we are leaving it. Okay, wherever we're leaving it, we will pick up from this point. So again, remember, just a quick bit, just a quick revision. If it is inside, it is 90 plus theta by 2. If it is outside, it is 90 minus theta by 2. That much only you need to do. Okay, very, 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 very important concept. You will see every year you will get at least a few questions, or at least a couple of questions from this particular concept. Give a quick recap of things that we have done. Then again, I'll start with the new topics. Today we'll do very important similarity. Today we'll do very important similarity. Please solve sir. First question. First question for you guys for the day. If one of the angles of the triangles is 74, angle between the bisectors of the other two angles. All are PYQs. Let me again say this. These all are PYQs. So again, one of the angles has been given as 74 degrees. They're asking the angle between the bisectors of other two angles. So if I draw the bisectors of the other two angles, it will look something like this. It will look something like this. So this is called O. This is I'm saying chalo ABC. Now these are the angle bisectors, sir. These are the angle bisectors, and we all know this angle is what? Very simple question. This angle is inside the triangle means we'll take plus. So 90 degree plus half of the this angle, that is 74 degree. So 90 plus 37, that is 127 degrees. So my answer to this question will be option number 1, 127 degrees. Again buffering issue started. हो गया start issue. फिर से. The buffering has started. Done everyone? Done sir? Chal. Achha. This question again, you see, I've taken all the different languages for the same question. In center, so actually you see this O point, this is actually called in center, right? We all know by now wherever in whichever point the angle bisectors meet. If I take a triangle and if I draw all three angle bisectors, they all meet at one point. They are always like they pass through one point, concurrent point, like the lines. So that point is called in center. So now instead of giving you this bisector vagera thing, they are now asking you, they are expecting you know what in center is. They are asking you the question in this format. Again, this was most probably a question from CHSL. This is a question from CGL. You see, they are asking ABC, O is the in center, BOC is this. Find BAC. Again, it is completely identical to the last one, the diagrams and everything. Sir, in center means again I'll need to draw angle bisectors. I need to draw angle bisectors like this one. So this is ABC and O is the in center. So BOC, this angle is given as 135. They're asking this angle. Sir, I know if this angle is say A, so this 135 degree angle, we all know this is inside the diagram, like triangle means 90 degree plus angle A divided by 2. So if you do this, A comes out to be 90 degrees as I can see. 45 2, so this is 90 degree. This A is 90 degree. Option number 1, sir. Clear, everyone? Yes, buffering, brother. Yes, Sashi, Reena, everyone. It is buffering. It is definitely buffering. There is some issue, I don't know, like every faculty is doing like kind of like maybe some issue with YouTube. This happens exactly at 5 p.m. You'll see most of the time this happens at 5 p.m. class. Maybe something to do with the server load or something. Kuch to hai. Now, please solve, sir. Please solve this question. I am giving you guys a few minutes to solve. चलो 1 minute का time है. Please take the time and solve. Take the time and solve this quickly. Any answers? No answers as of now. Again, it's buffering. No answers as of now. Let's see now what is given. Triangle ABC, BE like is perpendicular to AC, CD is like perpendicular to AB. Chalo, let's see. ABC, BE is like perpendicular to AC. Acha. Okay, so this is perpendicular, BE. And CD is like perpendicular to AB, sir. Look something like this. CD, it is perpendicular to AB. And these two are intersecting each other at O. The bisector of OBC and OCB, OBC and OCB, sir, these two bisectors. This one here, this one here, say for example. They meet each other at P, sir. This point is P. BP is 148. BPC, it is 148 degrees. They're asking angle A measurement. The measurement of this angle, sir. Very, 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 very good question. Yes, Sashi, I know. I am having like like my network connection speed is like in 3 digits. Still, I'm getting this. Actually, it's nothing to do with network speeds. It has something to do with the YouTube server. It has something to do with the YouTube server. This is a CGL mains questions most probably. Now, how can I figure it out? Sir, first you understand. First, you do not take A. Take only talk about this triangle, sir. Sir, this angle, sir, if this is X, so 148 degree will be, sir, 90 degree plus X by 2, everyone. Do not take, like, talk about the whole triangle. Just talk about this triangle OBC, sir. This triangle, sir, the yellow one. So you see, this is the like internal angle bisectors in center, whatever you want to call it. So this will be 90 plus that property. So from there, 58x is equal to 58 twos are 116, right? So this angle is, sir, 116 degree. Now please understand, if this angle is 116, then sir, this angle is also 116 degree. Why? Because vertically opposite angles are always equal, sir. Now take this quadrilateral, sir. This is 90, this is 90. So total sum of the four angles, I told you guys, 2 into n minus 2 into 90 degree for any polygon. So quadrilateral means n equal to 4. So you put that, you will get 360 degree. Sum of all four angles of any quadrilateral should be 360. So 90 and 90, 180 gone. So these two angles, sum must be 180. So one out of that is 116. The other must be always 180 minus 116. Sir. That is 64 degrees. Option number 4, sir. Option number 4 is my correct answer. Yes, Reena, yes. Get your point. Get your point. So remember, why? How I've approached this. Remember, sir, whatever I know, the biggest problem here that we are tending, like we tend to make, we take the whole thing together. No, go step by step. Whatever we know, just go that much only at a time. Baby steps will only take you, like to take you to the finish point. That tortoise story we all know. If you start, sir, if you directly look at this and this, what they have given and what they have asked, you might be lost. You might get, sir, like might get lost. You might see, sir, Arey, this is very difficult. How can I get like from here to here directly? You don't need to. From this, it is kind of screaming at us. Ki figure this out, figure this out. And once we figure this out, you see the rest of the part is very simple. It is right in front of our eyes. But if you do not do this and just start looking at this and thinking, like you are thinking about like how to do this like directly, that will not work. Geometry questions, always I have a tip for you guys. For any geometry complicated question, the best tip that I can give you guys, more important than any like class that I can take, start solving. Start kar do. You will get to like where you want to go. Can't solve. Rina, this is something that like kind of came to my mind for the like as of now. There might be another like other ways as well. And honestly, there should be other ways. There should be other ways. Always remember, other ways will always be there. हमेशा रहेगा. हमेशा like other ways are there. Yes, Rina, I know, I know. The same thing is happening. You tell me कैसे class ले इसको. Let's start with this. There was some issue that was happening to the internet. Now, triangle ABC, D and E are the points on this such that these two angles, acha, AD is B. Acha, chalo sir. Sir, let's draw up the triangle. Let us draw up the triangle, sir. So, triangle ABC, sir. Okay, over there are 2 points D and E on AC. On AC is D and on AB is E, such that ADE is angle B. Meaning, sir, if I draw something like this, I'm just intentionally making things a little weirder looking. So this angle is equal to this angle, sir. These two angles are equal to each other. Now, they have given you some AD is 7.6. 7.6, sir, this one, centimeters. AE is 7.2, sir. Okay. B is 4.2, sir. And sir, BC is 8.4. They're asking DE, sir. They are asking this length. They're asking you this length. Sir, how check before part? Sujatha, didn't get you, sister. Acha, you want to see the before, like the previous parts, the first 5 parts. You want to see the first 5 parts. This is class number 6, the first 5 classes. Sujata, that is what you are asking, sister. That is exactly what you are asking. Let me know. I'll tell you. If that is your question, just tell me yes or no. I'll say. Checking. Acha, if you want to know so that is available on this YouTube, like white, in this YT channel only. Go to the live section and you see every week I take 2 classes. Okay. The thumbnails you'll see me, and the titles vagera will be there. So you can check it from there. You can definitely check it from there. And for the class notes, like the everything what I do, that every day I upload that in our app. You will find that the class notes in our app, in the app, there is a section of, you'll find YouTube class notes. There you can check, like just filter it through date and time. You will find this. So just check is like whatever, whichever class note you are trying to download, check which date and time was the class. So you can filter it out through that. Okay. Now, sir, definitely this is a question based on similarity. But for that, I need to write down the similar triangles first. Sir, which two triangle? The smaller one along with the largest one. So now that means triangle A, B, or rather smaller one. Let's do right first. ADE is similar to, sir. Now, for how to write, sir? Sir, this angle is equal to this angle. A is the common angle, sir. So A of the smaller triangle is A of the bigger triangle, no worries. D of the smaller triangle is this angle. For bigger triangle, this is B. And whatever is remaining of the bigger triangle, you write down C. Now, once I've shown you, I've told you guys, if you can write it down like this, the rest of the stuff is very, very easy to do. The rest of the stuff is very, very, very simple to do. Let's do, sir. So first two, sir, AD divided by first two here, sir, AB. It is equal to second two, sir, D divided by the second two, sir, BC. We don't even need the diagram anymore. First and third, sir, AE divided by first and third, sir, AC. Done. Done, sir. This is completely done. Now from there, just put down the values. So you need DE. That means I will need this. And AD I know, AB I know. Okay. And BC I know, BC also I know. So I'll just check. I'll just take these two. I do not need that. I do not actually need that. Right? So from here, I can simply say, sir, if you put your values there, AD is how much, sir? AD is given as 7.6 divided by. AB is how much, sir? AB is the whole thing 7.2 plus 4.2, 7 fours are 11.4, sir. That is equal to, sir. DE. DE is how much, sir? DE, I don't know. DE, I need to find. Chalo, DE ko put it DE only. BC, sir. BC, I know as 8.4. Done, sir. Just cancel. This is how much, sir? This is, sorry, 19 se karna hai, sir. 19 fours are this. Yes, sir. 19 six are this. Right? This is 2, this is 3. So if you take this out, this will be 10 to this side. What other upar hi kar dete, sir? So 3, 3 twos are 6, 3 eights are this. Ye 2, ye 5, sir. So the answer of DE is 28 by 5. That is 5.6 meters. You know how to calculate here? Anything division by 5 into 2 into 2. So this is 56 by 10. That is 5.6 centimeters. That's your answer. Option number 4, sir. Option number, sir. Read angle A and angle B. Yes, yes, Irina. Smaller triangle means, sir, angle A. This angle is common for smaller triangle as well as bigger triangle. You see, this is the common angle. And the second like angle is this one is equal to this one. Smaller triangle angle D is equal to bigger triangle angle B. You see, you can also judge that from here. D here, same jagah pe dekho B hai. Now, the third angle I've told you, you don't need it because be it a smaller triangle, be it a bigger triangle, the sum of all three angles must be 180, sir. Sum of all three angles must always be 180. So you do not need to check that anymore. You do not need to check that anymore, sir. Right? So if you can find, so the two angles of any triangle is equal to two angles of any other triangle, you will say, sir, both are similar. You don't need to go for any third angle because that will automatically be like equal because 180 minus the same thing is the same. Clear? Perfect. Perfect, sir. Chalo, chalo, chalo. This is your, this is your next, this question. Very good questions. Now, most of these questions are good quality PYQs from like SSC or Railways exam, mostly SSC exams. Sir, please solve this. I am giving you guys a minute to think. Please solve this. You have a minute to solve. You have a minute to solve. Timer I've started. Solve this, everyone. Quickly. Answers, answers, answers. 1 minute up, sir. 1 minute up. Need answers. Need answers, sir. 1 minute is up. Need a little bit of answers. Chalo, chalo, chalo. It is given that these two triangles are similar. And the area ratio of ABC and PRQ is given something, something, something. This is also AB is given, AC is given, BC is given, PQ is asked. Such two triangles separately. So I'm just making it like this. So this is one triangle. So this is another triangle. Let's say. So I'm saying this is A, B, C. Now similar means it will be looking the same. So A should be equal to, sir, P here. A should be equal to P here, sir. So this is P. B should be equal to R. B is this, so this is R, sir. C should be equal to Q. So this is, sir, Q. Right? This is given. So that means this is this ratio. So PR by AB must be equal to, sir, RQ by BC must be, sir, PQ by, sir, AC. That is given. Now what they're asking, these two ratios, try the area of ABC and the area of PRQ. Actually ना मेरे को उल्टा draw करना चाहिए था. This should have been bigger. Let's do one thing. रुक जाओ. So let us just do one thing. This should have been bigger. So PRQ. Okay. Now ABC by PRQ is given, sir, 16 divided by 169. Sir, what will be the ratio of the sides? Sides ratio will be what, anyone? Because we all know whatever is the ratio of the sides, the ratio of the area is always double. Ratio of the area is always not double, square. So side, if I want to go opposite, it will be square root. Square root means the square root of 16 is 4. Square root of 169 is 13. Sir. So this is the ratio of each of these sides. Now, let's see, sir. Now, what they're asking, PQ, sir. PQ means this side, sir. This side. Now, understand one thing, sir. PQ and AC. Sir, can I say AC by PQ? This side and this side, the ratio is same. So that ratio is given to you as 4 divided by 13. So PQ will be what, sir? 13 divided by 4 into AC. AC is given to you as what? AC value is given. AC value is given to you as Y, sir. So 13y by 4 is the answer. That is option number 1. अच्छा, ये ना options थोड़ा ऐसे देना चाहिए था. Options, it should be like that. 4 by 13 is equal to AC by P. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. You are 100% correct. You are 100% correct here. Perfect. Now this is a type that is very popular in CHSL especially. CGL में भी कभी-कभी पूछता है. In CGL also they ask this sometimes, but again mostly in CHSL this is very, very, very popular. Okay, sir? Now, let's solve this. Let us solve this. 1 minute time, sir. 1 minute time. Everybody. Arghamita, very good evening, sister. Long time no see. You're okay na? Let's solve this. Let us solve this. Very good question, this one. Very good question. Now, okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. Any answers? Any answers whatsoever? Any answers whatsoever? Any answers? Triangle RST, M in R2 point on RS. This is. Chalo. Very good question. Let me say this. That MN should be parallel to the base. So this is M, this is N, RS and RT. Okay. Now RM is 1/3 of MS. RM is 1/3 of MS. अच्छा एक काम करो दे. Okay. RM is 1/3 of MS. Looks better. That is why I've just done this. Okay. So this is X. So this is 1/3 of the second side. That means this is 3 times. And this is whatever Y. Achha, it's not given there. No, no worries. No worries, sir. Now, ST is 5.6. Ratio of these two they are asking. Ratio of these two they are asking, sir. Now, let me say one thing, sir. Sir, area of RMN will be what, sir? area of RMN is this. Let me say one thing. So let's figure out first things first. To figure this out, first let us figure out area of RMN divided by the area of the whole thing, the whole triangle RST. Then we'll go to this. So this ratio will be what, sir? So the square of the sides ratio. So RMN, the corresponding side is x. So this is x squared. And RST, so the corresponding side is x plus 3x, that is 4x total. So that is 4x whole square means 16x square. So this is this cancels, this is 1 by 16. The ratio is 1:16. This ratio is 1:16. As simple as that, sir. As simple as that, everyone. Going there, going there, going there, going there. Argamita. This much clear. This much clear to everyone. Now, but you will say, sir, they are not asking RST. Achha, can I? You see, I'm like doing it completely mathematically. So if I take the reverse, meaning the reciprocal, so can I write this? So what I've done, I've just like opposite, like I've just taken the ulta. Now, sir, do -1 to both sides. So this is -1, this is -1. So -1 if you do triangle RMN area, that is LCM. So this is minus, that is giving you 16 minus 1, that is 15. Correct, sir? Correct, sir. Now tell me from this line, look at the figure and tell me what is this. Look at the figure and tell me what is this. RST means the total area minus RMN meaning the area of this. So what is remaining? Can I say I am having this like MSTN, or you see MNST, the same thing, this area of this trapezium remaining. Area of this trapezium, because why trapezium? This is parallel given. This is parallel given, the parallel to the base. Right, sir? So that means now this is area of the trapezium, that is MNST divided by area of नीचे क्या है sir? RMN. This is given as 15 by 1. So now in the question they're asking what? They're asking the opposite. RMN ऊपर, MNST नीचे. So this is numerator, this is this, so it will be nothing but 1 by 50. You will say, so this is given. Now many of you might have this question, sir, then what was the point of giving this? There was absolutely no point. This is what we call dummy data, sir. Just this is there to confuse you, to make you. Now many people will say, chalo sir, MN nikalte. Because 1 by 4, we know this will be 1.4. Then we calculate. No need to do anything. No need to do anything. Sashi, hi, how are you? How are you, brother? How are you? Good evening to you as well. Good evening to everyone. So you are getting my point. This is a dummy data. Do not fall into the trap. You see, these are good quality questions. Correct, everyone? Correct, everyone? Animated movies in Hindi. बढ़िया नाम, sir. So let's do this one. Let us do this one, sir. A minute's time. Then we'll move into the right angle triangles. I need to talk about that. A big topic, very important topic. Chalo, chalo, chalo. Reena, clear? Chalo, sir. This one. अच्छा, I'll not disturb you. करो एक एक करके. Chalo, sir. Chalo, 1 minute up, no answers. Argamite is saying C. Let's see. A, B, C, D, and E are the points on the sides of this such that parallel. The same starting point. Starting point is the same, sir. And in similarity, most of the time, this will be the case. Now, they are saying some parallel, kuch diya hai, sir. A, B, B, D, B, D, B, D, B, D. Okay, chalo, sir. It is like this. It is like this, sir. Okay. Now, sir, it is A, B, C. Achha, D and E are on this. D here, E here. Such that DE is parallel to BC. If BD is 4 root 6, this is 4 root over of 6. AB is 12 root over of 3. AB is 12 root over of 3 means the whole thing. This whole thing, sir. Ratio of angle triangle BDE. Area of triangle BDE to quadrilateral ACED. Same type, sir. BDE. BDE, sir. This triangle, sir. This one. 2. Quadrilateral ACED. ACED. Okay, sir. हाँ, एक सेकेंड क्या हो गया? अरे, there is some mistake. There is some mistake. ACED. How can this be? अच्छा, अरे यार. Sorry. I have made error. वो देखा ही नहीं. This is BC given. My mistake. काम करो रुको. AB and BC ना. Let's make this B. AB and C. Now makes sense. D is parallel to AC. हाँ, वो सही है. BD is 4 root 6. My mistake. Okay. Just give me 1 second. AB is given. AB is 12 root 3. B triangle BDE. Triangle BDE. अभी तो कितना easy हो गया. Quadrilateral ACED. ACED meaning the same thing. This trapezium. They are asking triangle ADE. Sorry, BDE. बार ये मैं I'm taking this as E. By quadrilateral ACED, sir. Correct, sir? Now, logic, sir, absolutely same. We have this ratio. Right? So this is, what is the ratio, sir? Let's figure out the ratio of AD by AB. And I don't think it will be clear. Again, I'm saying AD. BD by AB. Extremely sorry. BD by AB, right? Sir, BD is 4 root 6 and this is a 12 root 3. Do one thing, sir. This is 3. Root 3, this is root 2, sir. So that means we are getting this as root 2 divided by 3. This is the ratio. This is exactly the ratio. So that means BD and AB if I know. So from there, what can I do? So triangle. Sir, BD is representing which triangle? The BDE triangle. Divided by AB is representing the whole triangle. That is, sir, triangle ABC. This will be the square of this particular ratio, square of the sides, root 2 square 2. This is 9, sir. That means total is 9. This part is 2. Then BDE is 2, I know. Total was 9. Now I'm not doing it mathematically anymore. Last question we have done. Now, if total is 9, this is 2. Then this remaining part should be what, sir? This part should be 9 minus 2, the remaining, that is 7. So that's your answer, sir. 2/7, that is option number 3, sir. 2:7 is your correct answer. Exactly, exactly, Reena. That's the point. No? That is the point. That is the point on which the whole. Yes, अर्गमिता अर्गमिता माई अरे मैं 50 बार सेम काम कर रहा था. I was making the same things. I was doing the same thing over and over again. क्या ही करे, पागल हो गया ना. Now, perimeter is given. Sir, understand one simple logic here. The like one very important algebraic property, because I would like to. This is we are going through basics, so we'll learn everything. So remember, say for example, AB by PQ, it is given us, or other ये उसमें बाद में जाएंगे. Normal करते हैं. X by Y is equal to A by B is equal to P by Q given. Okay. Three ratios are same given as key. Remember, you can write this as, this is a property of ratios, sir. From here, you can conclude K can also be written as X plus A plus P, sum of all the numerators divided by sum of all the denominators, Y plus B plus Q. And not only this, if you want to multiply this with some, say, coefficients, that also you can do. So you want to do 2 here, 2 here, 3 here, 3 here, 4 here, 4 here. Do it, sir. No worries. Same thing you can do. This is one property you can definitely use. Yes, Lensing. Hello, how are you, brother? How are you? I'm taking your name correctly, na? Yaad hai mere ko. Yaad hai. Now, so these are the things that you can 100% do. 100% you can do this. Now, if you start from here, why I am saying this? Sir, we all know in case of two similar triangles, ABC and PQR, what you can write? Well, you can write AB by PQ is equal to second to BC by QR is equal to, sir, AC by PR. You see, do not trust anything blindly. Now, using this property, can I say, so it will be equal to AB plus BC plus AC divided by PQ plus QR plus PR. Meaning, what are we, like, am I trying to say? This is perimeter of triangle ABC, perimeter of triangle PQR. So, what conclusion can we draw? Whatever is the side ratio, the perimeter ratio is also the same. Whatever is the ratio of the sides, that same thing is the like ratio of the perimeters. So it doesn't matter actually, right? Now the question is very simple. See, we are not doing the questions till now. Now we'll start question. Sir, these two, like the perimeters given, PQ given, sir. AB they are asking. Sir, AB by PQ is given. Sir, can I say AB by PQ value is given? How much, sir? 11.7 will be equal to the ratio of the perimeters. So ABC, this is, sir, 78. And sir, this other thing is 46.8. Get rid of this, sir. Sir, 4 times. 4 times meaning 39 divided by 2, sir. So AB is, sir, a 19.5, sir. है क्या ऑप्शन में? Option A. Option A, 19.5 is the correct answer. Yes, you guys are correct. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct, you guys are. Again, perfect. Everybody getting my point? Everybody getting my point? Chalo, chalo, chalo. You see, learn things very, very, like from basics. You have time. But again, do not mug up. तो इसमें तो जाएंगे, but before that ना ये questions बनाएंगे. So let me just talk a little bit about right angle triangles. Let me just talk a little bit about right angle triangles. Very, very, very interesting stuff. ठीक है? Very underrated by, but they are asking. And give other, sorry brother, let me just, Reena, there is a ratio. That one. Well, now I'm handling the notes. Sashi did not get your point, brother. Which point you are making? There is ratio 1 ratio 3. Now only I am getting hands of DECD. Sashi, I'm not getting your point, brother. कौन सा वाला क्वेश्चन में DCED? No. Sashi, I cannot find that, brother. कोई भी तो ऐसा नहीं था. Sashi, not getting you, brother. Midpoint theorem is different, brother. Midpoint theorem. If you want midpoint theorem, वो मैं बता देता हूँ. रुको, just a second. You see, midpoint theorem is saying what? Midpoint theorem is nothing but, you see, if once you know similarity, once you know thallus, midpoint theorem is very easy to do. Why? Sir, you see. Sorry, triangle direct ले लेते हैं sir. Sir, you see over here, if I draw a triangle, where joining the midpoints, I've drawn a triangle and joined the midpoints of these two sides. Let's say this is D, this is E. Now this is midpoint, meaning sir, this is 1 ratio 1, this is 1 ratio 1, sir. Correct? Now think about this, brother. What is the value of AD by AB? And also, Thales is saying this triangle AD, triangle ADE is similar to the bigger triangle ABC. Right, sir? Now tell me AD by AB is how much? AD by AB is how much, sir? Everyone. AD divided by AB is how much? You will say AD divided by AB. AD is 1, AB is 1 plus 1, 2, sir. Achha, can I conclude like Shashi? Sir, if this whatever is AD by AB, same is sir AE by AC, same is sir DE by BC. So that means again the conclusion. You see, from here I can write this is equal to this. DE by BC is equal to 1 by 2. Or can I write DE is equal to half of BC? You see, that was your midpoint theorem. The line joining the midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel and half of the triangles. Parallel though definitely, because we all know the angles are equal, the properties of lines and angles properties. So parallel though for definitely, and you see the half thing also, the main proof also comes from here. Acha Sashi, हाँ बिल्कुल, absolutely, that's a very simple thing. So now again, chalo let's move on now. From here only let's move on. Sir, if this is the case, tell me then what is the triangle area of sir ADE? Everyone, you guys tell me. Divided by the area of ABC. Sir, if this is 1 by 2, so this will be sir 1 by 4. Now, if this is 1 by 4, think like this. That means this area is 1 unit. This whole area is 4 units. So this area, can I say 3 units? So now if they ask, sir, what is triangle ABC, oh sorry, ADE area divided by like quadrilateral or trapezium, DBCE. You will say, what sir? This is 1 part, this is 3 parts. Done, sir. Done. Now, sometime if I ask you what is DBCE area by triangle ABC area, anyone? You will say, sir, this is 3 parts, total is 4 parts. Done, sir. You see, once you have the entire thing in front of you, any conclusions you can draw. And that is what I'm saying. That is how all of you guys should learn, must learn. Clear, sir? Clear, sir? Everyone? Chalo, let's understand a little bit about right angle triangles. So right angle triangles, we all know about Pythagoras theorem, right? So Pythagoras theorem, we all know about this Pythagorean triplets and everything. A, B, C, if I say this is 90 degrees. Now let me show you a few techniques related to this. Pythagoras theorem, first things first, so let's write it down for if anyone here who is absolute beginner. AB square plus BC square. Base square plus height square is equal to hypotenuse square. Now, Pythagoras theorem never said it like this, but again, that is the mudda. Mudde ka baat ye hai, right? Now, please understand, sir. Many questions you will get. You will not get questions directly from this, right? So you will get questions from Pythagorean triplets. So this is something that I generally do in trigonometry. So I will request you guys to go for all the Pythagorean triplets. Now there are multiple ways of finding out Pythagorean triplet. I'm just giving you one way here for those who don't know. अच्छा rather like if I discuss this ना बहुत बड़ा होगा छोड़ो छोड़ो छोड़ो. So Pythagorean triplet we'll discuss in some other day. Pythagorean triplets we'll discuss. Because I need to complete this. Sir, one technique. So technique number one, sir. Remember, sometimes these questions are very common, sir. If I ask you, say this is the perpendicular. I have drawn a perpendicular here, ABC. This is I'm naming D. Sometimes they might ask you this. Say they will say, sir, this is 3 units, 3 centimeters. This is 4 centimeters. What is the length of this? What exactly is the length of this? Okay, this is one type of questions that they ask. Sir, please understand, whenever you see this thing, first thing that should kind of strike your mind is, sir, area equation. Now, in many books, many places, you will find, sir, there is a formula given for this. Let me say, you do not need this. You do not need this. Sashi, that's a different thing. That's a different thing, brother. I've not told you that this is आपका बताओ midpoint. Okay. Now, let me just say this. Let me just say this. Circumcenter will be when midpoint is. This is okay. This is not midpoint. Now, first things first, sir, if this is 3 and this is 4, how much is this length, sir? AC? Can I say AC then is equal to 5 centimeters? Because 3, 4, 5 is a Pythagorean triplet. Now, remember one thing, area equation means what is the area of this triangle? Area of any triangle is half into base into height. Base is 4, height is 3, sir. Now, like kind of kick the triangle like from this side and it will be lying flat then. Now, sir, or rather, like look at this from this end. Sir, this is now base. Can I say? Can I say? My base is half into base into height. Base is 5. And this BD distance that we need to know, we need to figure out BD that I'm taking as H. So this is half into base into height. Acha, sir. This is area of this triangle, triangle ABC. This is area of triangle ABC. Same triangle cannot have two different areas. So that means both must be equal. So this and this gone. So this is, I'm just, before I calculate, I'm just writing this. Many people like to remember this stuff as a formula. What I am saying, I am kind of dead against that. You do not need this. Just remember area from this and area from this side both are equal because we are figuring out the area from same triangle. This is technique. Many people in many books also you will see it is given, sir, AB into BC, it is equal to BD into AC. Okay, but again I'm saying क्यों याद रखे भाई, Area same hoga. If you have that basic common sense, it will not take you more than 10-20 seconds. So from here, what is the value of H? H will be, sir, 4 into 312 divided by 5, which is equal to 2.4. Done, sir. Done, sir. Perfect. Perfect, sir. Perfect, everyone. Perfect, everyone. Clear, sir. Clear, sir. Now let's see this. You see, we have questions. ये क्वेश्चन भी सर CGL का PYQ है सर. This is a question PYQ of CGL only, sir. Length of the smallest altitude of the triangle whose sides are this. Sir, tell me one thing. 5, 12, 13. Rings any bells? Rings any bells? Yes, yes, Sashi, that's the thing. You see, you just go one step ahead from here. Just one step. BD is AB into BC by AC. Right? I'm saying Q by Q. Now, if you can remember, if you want to remember, I'm nobody to stop you. But again, you don't need it. Yes, they are triplets. They are triplets. You will say that means, sir, these two are height and base, and this is a hypotenuse. So half into base into height is equal to half into, I don't know, the altitude. This is H I'm taking. Base is, sir, then 13 into H. Again, you see, I have not drawn the diagram. I'm drawn the diagram in my mind only. I have drawn the diagram in my mind only. Area should be equal to area. Done, sir. कुछ नहीं याद रखना है, sir. So H is equal to 60 by 13. So 4 point something. You see why? 5 13s are this. So 4.6 they are asking. Like why I'm saying? Why I have said this? Because this is there in the option. 52 and 52 is 4 13s. 5 13s are 65. It is in between. It is in between. That's your answer. It is in between. That's your answer. Clear, everyone? Clear, sir? One very simple, another question. This is also, I guess, CGL thoda purana question, 18, 19, like that. AB is 8, sir. AB is given to you as 8. AC is 10. Okay. ABD is 90 given. AD is 17. Measure of CD, sir. They are asking this. They are asking this, sir. Sir, pure question of triplets. This is a question of pure triplets. They are trying to check whether you know triplets, yes or no. Sir, 8, 10. Just think. Achha, a very good kind of tip I'm giving you guys. Always remember, in case of these triangles, in case of right angle triangles, so if you can see, there are multiple right angle triangles. In a figure, there are multiple right angle triangles. What is the best thing that one can do? Write down Pythagoras or think about Pythagoras theorem for each individual triangle. For each individual triangle, think about Pythagoras. Think about Pythagoras. Either think about triplets, or if you have something big, if you don't have the values, think about what exactly can be the equation, like write down the Pythagorean theorem for that triangle, for each and every triangle. Here I can see there are two right angle triangles, ABC and ABD, the bigger one. So let's start with smaller one. 8 and 10. Sir, what is the other part of the Pythagorean triplet? Sir, if you have properly done it, you will say, sir, 6, 8, 10, they are Pythagorean triplets, because there is a property we all know. 3, 4, 5, they are Pythagorean triplet. Remember, in any Pythagorean triplet, you multiply that with any positive, any natural number. That like all three numbers you multiply with a like particular number. the results are always Pythagorean triplets. You see, if you multiply this by 2, you get 6, 8, 10. They are also Pythagorean triplet. If you multiply these things by 3, so 6 3s are 18, 8 3s are 24. This क्या किया हमने 3 25 ठीक है ठीक 18 24 30 they are also Pythagorean triplet. So anything actually goes like this. Okay sir, okay sir. Acha. Now this is this. Now again sir, 8 and 17, anything at all sir, anything at all sir, rings any bells at all? Yes, 15 17 8, perfect. 8 15 and 17, ये कलर दिखेगा नहीं सर. 8 15 and 17, they give you Pythagorean triplet. That means this total is sir 15, this much is 6. Sir, what is this value x? Sir, x will be, sir, 15 minus 6, that is 9. So that's your answer, sir. That is your answer. Option number 3, sir. Option number 3, sir. Perfect, everyone. Perfect, everyone. Right? Clear, sir? Now, this is just the tip of the iceberg for right angle triangles. So I will give you tomorrow, I'll discuss a few things which you will need to solve these type of questions. ये type का questions बनाने में you will need those things. ठीक है?